If you would like to know a little bit about Karen Cooper, I don't like to be told what to do. I'm a proud Virginia flagger, and we are at Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia. I grew up in New York. I was a member of the Nation of Islam in New York. You know, the Nation of Islam thinks, you know, races should be separate, you know, black and white and stuff like that. And then I came down here and we were more together, and I just realized, I was like, well, that can't be right because there's a lot of nice white folks. I mean, people wave to me that I've never known. The North, they claim that they like black people and they care about black people, but it is so segregated, it's not funny. I felt more welcomed in the South. I believe in a very limited, very small government. I joined the Tea Party because I actually wanted to tell people that the federal government shouldn't be doing all this stuff that they're doing. You know, you are not to control every aspect of our life. And so on Facebook, I started meeting, you know, my friends who was in the Tea Party. They were mostly, you know, they had Confederate ancestors. Then I met this lady, Susan Hathaway, and she started flagging. And I said, well, I should go out there and flag with her because, one, I support, you know, Confederate history, and two, it's a great way to show my freedom of speech. It's my right to be able to be out there in public with the battle flag, you know, so that's why I did it. I know what people think about when they see the battle flag. You know, all they think is KKK and we hate black people, you know, or we want to bring slavery back. So I knew it was going to be something for people to see a black woman with the battle flag. Actually, most people don't even stop to talk to me because I think they in such shock to see me out there with the battle flag. I don't even think, they don't have the nerve to even ask why I'm out there. You know, I'm not advocating slavery or think that, you know, it was right. It wasn't, and none of my friends think it was. It was just something that happened, and it just didn't happen in the South. It happened worldwide. I've said this before, and people gonna think it's horrible, but I believe slavery is a choice, and I say.
Bam. Reaching the words of Assalamu Alaikum, which means peace and blessings be upon you. And I mention both Jesus and Muhammad's names. Peace be upon them both, because they were both messengers of truth and reality. You're looking at the Underground Railroad TV show. We come on every Saturday night at 10:30, but you can see me and Alderman Jones. Right, I said Alderman Jones because ain't no such thing as no former alderman. Okay, every Saturday night at 10. You can see us on YouTube too. Just put in Underground Railroad TV show. And I want to say hi to the people in Central America, the United States, Canada, Asia, Africa, the UK, and the Middle East, and Australia. Okay, and I want to say hi to my mother out there and my father. Congratulations on getting remarried. And hi to the Alderman's mother, Alderman Jones' mother. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
Well, I'm former Alderman Virgil Jones and Ward Committeeman. The reason I stress that is because, see, an alderman is someone who holds a political office.
Okay.
Ward Committeeman is a member of a private club known as the Democratic Party.
Yes.
And until 1995, November the 8th, a ward committeeman, that's why everybody wanted to be a ward committeeman, you didn't have to report any money given to you.
And they got the jobs. Go ahead.
And until you also got all the jobs that were given to the ward committeeman, and you were responsible for the precinct captains.
Okay. And our special guest, we was looking for Brother Wali Muhammad of the Nation of Islam. to come tonight, located in Chicago, and Brother Salim of the Flaming Crescent Society. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So go ahead, and this is our special guest that calls up our show all the time, Brother James. And I always says, this is our guy.
Mike Green.
Go ahead, man. Introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Mike Green.
Okay, I'm sorry about your name.
And I'm glad y'all invite me on y'all show. And I'm glad to be here. And then y'all doing a good job on the Underground Radio. And behind the scene, they doing a good job too. People behind the camera and the people behind the audio and everything.
And I want to say, what? This is a roundtable discussion. Now, if you have a question for anybody here, what? Feel free to. I ain't gonna bum rush you and say this is just for the guest, okay? And when you do call in, turn down the volume of your television. And then I will say beat the drums, and then you can proceed on. And I want to ask you about racism, man. Both of y'all, when the Confederate flag came down, it was a symbol of racism for so many years. And did that symbolize racism, the flag being hoisted down? Did that symbolize the removal of racism in people's hearts too?
Part of it, but not all of it.
Okay.
I mean some of it, and then most of it.
Mm-hmm. To me, the Confederate flag represented treason. Mm-hmm. All right, point blank. Mm-hmm. You can't go to Germany and find no flag, Nazi flag, hanging up nowhere in Germany. Nowhere.
You say that again, because I think I misunderstood.
You can't go to Germany and the flag that Hitler operated under with the swastika, you will not find one hanging up on no governmental building nowhere.
Wow, man. You were saying something earlier about the American flag, and I don't know if you want to share that.
Well, I'll share it because most people don't know. You had what was known as a flag, the first two flags. One was red with a green star in the symbol in the center, and it was put in the archives. All right, and the noble Drew Ali went there to obtain the original flag. Then they had a flag known as Old Glory. You've heard that term before. Old Glory had a cherry tree up in the top left-hand corner and a gray background. All right, that's where the saying came that George Washington chopped down the cherry tree. He got rid of that flag of Old Glory, and they instituted the Stars and Stripes, which has done more to black people than the Confederate flag.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
So basically, James, do you stand allegiance to the American flag? I'm talking about off of the statement that he made. Are you in accordance with that?
What he's saying is true, and okay, cause you got some people might say, well, you can look at your history. I mean, not history. I mean, your history and like when they do a research, and then sometimes research don't tell you everything, but sometimes you got to get your information from God. God might give you information that your research can't give you.
Well, brother Green, let me say this. They have two things that exist that they don't tell you about. Number one, they tell you they're going to tell you about his story. They don't never say they're going to tell you the true story. There's a difference.
Yeah. And as we talk about racism going on with, for everybody that's looking at this over the globe, okay, there are people who are looking at us all over the world, okay, and it will be on YouTube. The racism that exists in the United States of America permeates hatred of institutionalized racism, okay, racial profiling, me going into a bank and and not being able to get the same credit rating as somebody that has the same color. And the racial profiling is just sickening to me. And what happened to the sister Bland, I think Bland was her name,
That was her name.
was sickening to me, and it almost made me throw up. And actually, we had to be reminded that tonight was her funeral.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
It's her funeral. So the date is July the 25th. What did y'all think about? We're going to roll some footage about this young lady that all she did was just put on her signal, didn't put on her signal, and she just got harassed. And well, we got, you know what they say, the Chinese say a picture's worth a million words. So we
Well,
got footage.
that picture is not worth a million words.
Okay.
And when you watch this picture, I want you to pay attention that they put her on the side out of the eyesight of the camera because the people who have a copy of that shows where he threw her on the ground and had his knee in her back. You didn't see that.
This is a black queen.
On the ground, in the grass. I
This
saw
is
it.
a black
And there was
queen.
another officer.
And we got
a
to
female
And the
officer.
thing is, we got to protect our black queens in the community. And for brothers and sisters out there, you got to pull your Androids out, your iPhones, or your computers to see when people are being put under arrest.
And he was black.
Okay,
I want
so-
to make that. I want to make that clear
Okay.
too. He wasn't a Caucasian.
Oh, the guy who took the picture.
Yeah,
No, the police officer.
police officer. So we're gonna play this footage right now.
He
okay?
was white.
No, he was black.
We're good. We're good.
Okay, man. You okay?
I'm waiting on you. This is your job. I'm waiting on you. What do you want me to
Oh, you
do?
seem very irritated.
I am. I really am. But I feel like this crap is what I'm getting the ticket for. I was getting out of your way. You were speeding up, tailing on me. So I moved over and you stopped me. So yeah, I am a little irritated, but that doesn't stop you from giving me a ticket. So.
Are you done?
You asked me what was wrong and I told you.
Okay.
So now I'm done, yeah.
Okay. You mind putting out your cigarette, please? If you don't mind.
I'm in my car. Why do I have to put out my cigarette?
Well, you can step on out now.
I don't have to step out of my car.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
No, you don't have the right.
Step out of the car.
You do not have the right to do
I
that.
do have the right. Now step out or I will remove
I
you.
refuse to talk to you other than to identify myself.
Step out or I will remove
I
you.
am getting removed for a failure.
Step out or I will remove you. I'm giving you a lawful order. Get out of the car now or I'm going to remove you.
And I'm calling my.
I'm going to yank you out of here.
Okay, you gonna yank me out of my car?
Get out.
Okay. All right.
25.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah. Don't touch me.
Get out of the car.
Don't touch me. I'm not under arrest. You don't have the right to take
You
me out
are
of my
under
car.
arrest.
I'm under arrest for what?
25.
For what?
7 County FM 1098. Just
For what?
290. Send another unit. Get out of the car.
Another unit, FM 1098.
Get out of the car now.
Why am I being apprehended? You trying to give me a
I
ticket for your
said get
failure?
out of the car.
Why am I being apprehended? You
I'm
just
giving
opened
you a
my car
lawful
door.
order.
You just
I'm
opened
gonna
my car
drag you
door.
out of here.
So you're gonna drag me out of my own car.
Get out of the car.
And then you
I will
stop
light
me?
you up. Get out
Wow.
now.
Wow.
Get out of the car.
For a failure to signal. You're doing all of this for a
Get
failure.
over there.
Right, yeah. Yeah, let's take this to court. Let's do
Go
it.
ahead.
For a failure to signal. Yeah, for a failure to signal.
Get off the phone.
On my school.
Get off the
I'm not on
phone.
the phone. I have a right
Put
to
your
record.
phone
This is
down.
my property. This
Put
is
your
my
phone
property.
down.
Sir?
Put your phone down right now. Put your phone down.
For a fucking failure to signal, my goodness.
Come over here.
Y'all are interested.
Come
Very
over here
interested.
now.
You feeling good about yourself?
Stand right here.
You feeling good about yourself?
Stand right
For
there.
a failure to signal, you feel real good
Turn
about
around.
yourself, don't you?
Turn around.
You feel good about yourself,
Turn
don't you?
around now.
What are you?
Put your hands
Why
behind
am
your
I
back and
being
turn around.
arrested?
Turn around.
Why can't you tell
I'm
me
giving
why?
you a lawful order. I will
Why
tell
am I
you.
being arrested?
Turn
Why
around.
won't you tell me that part?
I'm giving you a lawful order. Turn around.
Why will you not tell me
You are
what's
not
going
complying.
on? I'm not complying because you just pulled me out of my car.
Turn around.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is some bullshit.
Put your hands behind your back.
Because you know this is straight bullshit and you full of shit. Full of straight shit. That's all y'all is some scary fucking cops. South Carolina got y'all bitch asses scared. That's all it is. Fucking scared of a female.
If you would just listen.
I was trying to sign a fucking ticket. Whatever.
Stop moving.
Are you fucking serious?
Stop moving.
Oh, I can't wait till we go to court. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait till we go to court. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. You want me to sit down now?
No.
Or you gonna throw me to the floor? That'll make you feel better about yourself?
Knock it off.
No, that'll make you feel better about yourself? That make you feel real good, won't it? Pussy ass. Fucking pussy. For a failure signal, you doing all of this. The little ass Prairie View, Texas. My God, they must want to.
You were getting a warning. Until now, you're going to jail.
No, I'm getting it for what?
You can come read. Come read right.
I'm getting a warning for what?
Stay right here.
For what? Well, you just pointed me over there.
I said stay right
Get
here.
your fucking mouth right. Let me. Oh, I swear on my life, y'all some pussy. A pussy ass cop for a fucking signal. You gonna take me to jail? What a pussy. What a pussy. What a pussy. You about to break my fucking wrist.
Stop moving.
I'm standing still. You keep moving me, goddammit.
Stay right there.
Don't touch me. Fucking pussy for a traffic signal. You know this bullshit. I'm here for a traffic signal.
Come read right over here. This right here says a warning. You started creating the problem.
You asked me what was wrong.
Do you have
I'm trying to
anything
tell
on
you.
your person that's
Do
illegal?
it feel like I got anything on me? This a fucking maxi
I'm
dress.
gonna remove your glasses.
This a maxi dress.
Come on over
What you
here.
have on me? Fucking asshole. You're about to break my wrist. Can you stop? You are about to fucking break my wrist. Stop!
Stop now! Stop it!
Stop resisting, man.
If you would stop, then I would tell you.
Oh, fucking traffic.
Now stop!
You are such a pussy. You are such a pussy. No, you are.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm doing it like that because you know what, I'm upset, you know. Because you know what, this could be my mother, his aunt, his niece. But black men, you know what, I say you need to start pulling out your smartphones, pulling out your iPhones, your Androids, and like I say, damn it, if they can police us, we can police them too. Okay? And you know what? Our job is to protect our black queens within our sisters, not being like back in the slavery days when they was protecting us from the slave master.
Well, I can tell you.
Okay?
I can tell you something about Texas. My first wife was on her way with someone in their car, a group of people, going to Los Angeles to see her brother.
Yeah.
She didn't know the guy driving the car had a stolen credit card.
Yeah.
She's a passenger. They took all of them to jail, and the sheriff came to her cell and told her that she wouldn't go to prison if she gave him some sex, and he had sex in McKinley, Texas, where the other young lady some few weeks ago was mistreated. The sheriff there during her that time when she was younger, all right, in her 20s, actually had sex with her on a steel cell bed.
Yeah. That's sad, man.
So I have an opinion about Texas, all right?
Don't want to go there.
I mean, you got to comment on this because I'm upset about it because you know what, brother, it's not right. You know, I got a daughter, I got a mother.
Well, keep in mind, you know, we hear from our brother here. Let me tell you something. Keep in mind one thing. The people in Texas, the people in Texas have been going through that for the longest. Remember they drugged the black man behind the car?
Yeah, that happened in Texas.
In Texas. It happened in Texas.
I think it, I don't know his last name, but I know what you're talking about. And they dragged him. I heard about that. And I wouldn't go there, and I don't want to be there.
Okay. You know what? Let me tell the people here. You know what? This is a live television show, and actually, this is me and Alderman Jones' last live show for a while because we're moving to a new location. I think it's 13 in Woods, but I may be getting the address correctly. So you will not see us on live television for a while. But go ahead, brother.
And then like then I don't know why some people want to move to Texas. And it's like it's corrupt. Texas is corrupt too, just like Chicago. And then they always talking about. And then they always talking about. The first thing they get in front of the media, they always talking about the women watch their surroundings. And now they live watching her surroundings. And look what ended up happening to her.
Mm-hmm. And why would she kill herself?
And then so the police, and then the police, just like criminals, just like anybody else.
See, I want to say something. You know, I know you as a former police officer. The code of silence within the police officers organization is wrong. If they know the drugs are being sold in the community and they know that their partner is getting a kickback from it and they don't say anything, they just as guilty. If they know that their police officer planted something on somebody because they killed somebody indiscriminately and because of the code of silence, they're wrong. They need to be sued just like the state is sued.
Again,
but I know you're a former officer.
What's that got to do with it?
I'm just saying that, you know, I mean, you might have a different opinion.
I do.
Tell me. Tell us.
And then the media always come out, want the police, okay, like they want the people turn them in. Why can't they turn the police in when they do something wrong?
They need to be sued. Go ahead.
Well, I'll be frank and honest with you. You know, I wouldn't do that, you know, and nobody would work with me who was going to do with that. Because I didn't take money, I didn't do none of that, all right? Mm-hmm. Number two, the reason being, what does a police officer have the average citizen don't have?
Okay,
Answer my question.
Okay.
What does he have?
Okay.
Now, what do you think will happen when you're out on the street and he will be chasing somebody on some kind of crime and allegedly they had a gun? Mm-hmm. Don't you know that he would end up dead?
Okay. That's true. We got to come to the caller, and you please turn down your television. Go ahead and beat the drums. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good evening, gentlemen. Alderman Jones, you stated that
I can barely hear you.
The police officers are black.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Okay. You know what? I mean, I don't know how you all gonna take this and stuff, but this is, you know, let's just have a discussion. You know, this is a black woman dealing with a black officer, or a black man. Mm-hmm. Is there a problem with how our black women treat us as black men? And do you think, and I'm saying it may have nothing to do with, I'm just saying, I see this so often, is that when white people come around, we give them total respect. We give them total allegiance. But when we, as black men, try to do our job, and I'm saying I'm not trying to justify anything, but is there a problem with our sisters dealing with black men on a whole? And I'm gonna hang up and listen, because I see this all the time with our young women, older women, constantly, blatantly disrespecting black men. But when white men come around, it's a totally different show. It's a total allegiance to them, and they give them, and they just pay so much homage to white men. So she may have been.
We got to. Do you just? I would like to know. Do you justify that action? But I would say because of white supremacy, in which I'm not prejudiced, that stems some type of reaction. But go ahead, and we got
a phone call. We better take that first.
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead and beat the drums.
I have a question.
Okay.
Earlier in the show, you talked about racism.
Yes.
And what I'm confused about is that the Nation of Islam promotes more racism and hatred than anything I know. And the flag that you show for the Nation of Islam is a flag of hatred to Jews. Why would you be on here talking about other people when you yourselves have a lot of cleaning up to do?
Your friend there, Fetus, I'm going to let you.
Well, first of all, the Nation of Islam doesn't teach that. All right, the Nation of Islam teaches to love yourself. And if somebody who's being taught to love yourself, if that's racism, then I must be insane. All right, it does not teach, all right, hatred. It says love yourself first. If you don't love yourself, how can you love anybody else?
And it's too bad the brother Wali Muhammad of the Nation of Islam could not make it tonight, because you know what, the alderman did an excellent job in answering. But since he belongs there, I would love for him to be sitting down in his seat.
I got an article, Brother Cliff.
Okay.
I got an article at my house. Let me tell you what the article is.
Okay.
The article is from 1959.
Coming to the call.
That Elijah Muhammad wrote in his little center section of the newspaper that they put out. And in that newspaper, he says, quote unquote,
Okay.
there are some good white people.
Okay. Go ahead, Carla. Go ahead and beat your drums. Go ahead, Carla.
I just want to say that this particular woman, it's a tragedy what happened to her. But this was my first time viewing this video. And she was ornery with this police officer from the start. Very disrespectful. And one of the things I was taught as a young child, even if you don't respect the office, you still respect that person. She was very disrespectful from the start. All she had to do was say yes or no. So answer the question. He asked for her name. Give the name. So while I'm sorry about what happened, I don't know whether she committed suicide or whether she was murdered, we got to treat our officers with respect.
Yeah.
And that is where she went wrong, cursing them out and all of that. And for that brother that's trying to make it about against black women and black men, that ain't got nothing to do with it, because she would have cussed out a white officer. Had been.
But you do agree she wasn't worthy of that type of behavior. Go ahead, Carla, and beat your drums. Go ahead, Carla.
Yes, I have a question regarding subject. You're saying that this was a black cop or a white cop?
It's black
and
cop.
I'd like to piggyback what the previous caller said about having the kind of respect that we're supposed to have for
that's my
police
mother,
officers.
man. Go ahead.
As much as I hate what happened with the young lady, there's something to think about. Can I get a response first on the black or white cop, and then hear about the respect of this?
I'm going to let the alderman respond, and I love you, Mom. Go ahead, alderman.
Well, I don't think that the sister was disrespectful, personally. She was stopped for changing lanes without signaling. And he himself said that he was going to give her a warning. Why would you worry about her talking? Give her the ticket and let her go on about her business.
Yep.
And when she go to court, then that's where you deal with that problem.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be in no argument with her and etc. She wasn't fighting him. She was sitting in her car, and he asked her to get out of the car.
Okay. And let me say something to all the brothers out here, and I want people to know.